research into memory and worked with a specific individual who could remember everything. In fact, he remembered so much that it got him into a great deal of trouble. But most people have the reverse problem. They can't remember the basic things.
Like if you go to a party and there are a group of people there that you've seen before, you've been with them before, and you know the faces, but you don't know the names. I mean, that's happened to all of us before. Is that's really normal? Don't worry about it. Nothing
Absolutely.
Wrong with you.
And there's a reason why this happens. First of all, there may have been some interference. Let's say you and I were at a party, and there were a lot of people around us, and certainly they would see us and go, "Oh, hi, how are you doing?" and interfere. So we would certainly lose that context. We would certainly lose that we were just introduced to Mr. Jones or Mrs. Jones, and so we would have a lot of problem remembering that. So there was an interference factor. Then we may not have learned their name. It may not have registered.
Why wouldn't it register? Just because you weren't
Maybe
paying
we
attention?
didn't want to learn.
Maybe we didn't like them right off the bat.
Yeah, that could have been. But I doubt that. A lot of times we don't remember things because we may not want to do them, such as doctor's appointments. We may forget that conveniently, or we may forget where we placed things. And so this basically deals with our ability to not be conscious of what's going on around us.
Are there tricks to remembering things, whether it's somebody's name or when you have an appointment or something like that? Can you train your memory, in other words?
Yes, there are a lot of mnemonic devices, and there are things that have been written throughout the century about associating this with that. For example, if someone's name is Mr. Brown, you know, you just associate that maybe he's wearing a brown tie. That's a mnemonic device. But the main thing is just to keep your mind open and to keep your eyes open and to experience all the stimuli. For example, if I looked at you, I could see that you smell nice, or I could actually have a sense of smell that you're wearing certain cologne, you look attractive, so there's a lot of visual stimuli. You have a nice voice, so I'm combining all of the stimuli, and as a result, my memory about you will be a lot better.
But how will remembering what my scent is or anything else help you remember my name is Tawny Little when you meet me down the line?
Well, there could be a lot of devices because it could cue you into something. If next time I smell X cologne, I could think, oh yes, Tawny Little. So there may be...
Then I'd fool you and wear a different one next time.
Oh no, you can't do that. You can't do that. But basically, there's a lot that we can do, and the main thing is to relax, because anxiety oftentimes produces us to reduce our memory function. So we just need to relax, and oftentimes it'll come to us.
What about just making notes to yourself?
Absolutely. I don't know what I would do without my little black book that lists everything that I'm going to do for the rest of the day. As I'm sure it's the same situation as far as you're concerned, having an active social schedule and an active business schedule. In order to coordinate it, you have to write down what you're going to do.
So by doing that, you're not giving in to having a bad memory. You're just really being practical.
Absolutely. So we should just relax and realize that many of the memory problems that we do have are not problems. And it's very rare that they're organic problems. There's a disease known as Alzheimer's disease that affects about 2 million individuals. But this is a rare situation. It's a form of senility. Malnutrition may be indicative of memory loss, etc.
Now, is it an old wives' tale that certain foods or even taking vitamins can help your memory?
Yes, this is an example of where the associative property in mathematics that we all learned does not work. A equals B, B equals C, so C equals C. This is not so. We do know that memory, if a person is malnourished, their memory is reduced. And there's no research that vitamins can improve memory to date.
Okay. But not to worry. Nobody has terrific memories. Well, I wonder about a photographic mind. Anyway. Well, maybe we'll talk about that later.
Yes.
No time for that right now. Now, we're going to toss back to...
What's his name? I forgot, too.
Handsome, devil-may-care,
Yes.
has to